And good evening from the John Wood Community College Student Activity Center. It's Region 24 postseason action, and it's John Wood Lady Blazer basketball postseason style. And welcome, everyone. I'm Jeff Wellman as we are here at Mountain Dew Court getting ready for the opening of the men and women. Check that, women first. In the postseason action in Region 24, we'll start off with the Lady Blazers in the first game at 5:30. And for the Lady Blazers, they're playing Illinois Central Cougars. They played those way back at the beginning of February, not that far along, on February 3rd. In that ball game, John Wood won the game 69-62 with a great second half. And then 4 weeks to the day, on March 2nd, that's last Saturday, John Wood hosted the Lady Cougars, and in that ball game, pulled away with a 61-52 victory. Well, you talk about that being 4 weeks away. How about 4 days away? And that's what we waited until this Wednesday, and playing the same opponent for the third time in the season. So much is made about playing a third opponent 3 times. For the Lady Blazers, they want to advance, and that will be at 2 o'clock on Saturday if they do, playing Parkland at Lincoln Land. So a good matchup there. And then in the post game, the second game, I should say, we'll have the men as they get ready for Region 24 action. They'll be playing Wren Lake, the Warriors, and that ball game's at 7:30. We'll have a short break between the games so we can catch up, and then we'll jump right into that second game there. The winner of that ball game will play at Wren Lake on Saturday at 3 o'clock. So Wren Lake trying to get back to their home court with a victory today. Of course, Coach Hoyt wanting to move on in the Region 24 battle and to the postseason after that. Well, I'm Jeff Wellman as it's Mecca Sports Co. bringing the action tonight. The Lady Blazers come in 16-12. They are 9-5 in the conference. On the other side, ICC 18-12, 8-6. That gave the Lady Blazers a nod up. Coming into this one, the Lady Blazers are averaging 67.6 points per game, giving up just a tick under 60 points as well on defense. On the other side for the Cougars, they're scoring just 3 more points per game. They're at 70.7, but they also give up 4 points more per game, 63.5. So margin of victory is about the same for both teams. Records are pretty close to the same. And coming down to this one, in the last matchup on Saturday, it was sophomore night. 3 of the sophomores were out on that court. And Jada Dupree, led the way for the sophomore Blazers. She had 19 points. Alexis Pullman, another sophomore from Greenville High School over just south of Jacksonville. She had 17 points and 10 rebounds. We had other contributing in that ball game as well as far as a few points and good rebounding there. I was thinking that Doran might have actually had 8 or 9 rebounds in the game as well. On ICC side, leading scorer and the girl we got to watch out for, it's Cora DeSutter. She wears number 40. She had 15 points and 11 rebounds. Savannah Orgeron, she had 12 points, and Rengate had 9 points and 12 rebounds in that ball game. Same scores with the leading scorers way back in February as well. Dupree led it for the Lady Blazers with 21, and DeSutter the other side, she had 18 points and 12 rebounds. Frank Cash on the call there as we get ready for tonight's action. So glad you can be with us tonight. MeccaSportsCo.com. Go to YouTube as well, Mecca Sports Co. And if you're there and you like what you see, ring the bell, subscribe. That way you can be notified of games coming up. Last home games for anybody in Quincy tonight, as all the high schools have finished, and the college as well. So the John Wood Lady Blazers and Trailblazers. And here's our national anthem. And for those who listened to the last two John Wood broadcasts out there, you're not hearing the band tonight. I had the band here the last two games. I loved it as I let them play in between the breaks. We have no band tonight, so just me, folks. Let's get your starting lineups. First from the royal blue, trimmed in gold and a little bit white. It's the Cougars from ICC. Number 2, Amaya McDuffie starts out that lineup there. Next out, number 10, Paris Wilson. She'll wear number 10. Savannah Orgeron, one of the second leading scorers on the team, averaging 14 points a ball game. She's in the lineup. Also, Addie Swadinski. She wears number 22, averaging 6.6. And rounding out the starting lineup, Cora DeSutter wears number 40, averages 10.5 points and 6.2 rebounds per game. Also, Maya Webb, who comes off the bench, she's averaging 9.3 for the Cougars. They are coached by Carrie Rediker, a Hall of Fame coach, actually as a player and a coach, I do believe, in the Hall of Fame. Here's the other side for your lineup for the Lady Blazers. We'll start number 0, Alexis Pullman. She wears 00 from Greenfield High. You heard me talk about that. Number 1, Katie Flynn. She's a Brown County Hornet. Your third starter, Camelia Zabinski from Orlando, Florida. Number 22, Amber Durst gets a start tonight from QND. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Jada Dupree, and she's a sophomore from Pueblo, Colorado. And your coach for the Lady Blazers, Lauren Bogle. She'll be coming up in the postgame. Of course, our pregame and all the stuff coming up is brought to you by, or powered by, Kunis Honda and Kunis Hyundai. We'll have coaches' comments at halftime from Brad Hoyt for the next game. And, of course, we'll talk to Coach Bogle after this game in the postgame show. So you'll hear Kunis Honda throughout the night. Blazers in their home white, trimmed in black and green. A little gold in there as well. In the center circle for the Blazers will be Flynn. Working right to left as you're looking towards your camera. And on the other side, Wilson will be jumping for the Cougars. Tips up, and the Lady Blazers start this thing off. Now remember, in college basketball for the girls, it's 4 quarters of 10 minutes each. So at least we have, like high school, at least we have 10 minutes, but it does get the 20 minutes per half. Men are still going 20. Driving down, baseline, passing over to the far corners. Durst, she had to go track it down. Dupree off the right side, pulls up, right side baseline, no good. Weak side, rebound comes away. Schwadinski for the Cougars. Down the right side of the court. Man-to-man coming from the Blazers, kicking the ball out of bounds. Amber Durst. So it'll be Cougars basketball on their baseline. McDuffie down to trigger. 2 in the high post. In the right corner, Swedinski. And hanging out DeSutter in the left corner. Waiting to get it in. McDuffie finally does get it in. Right side, Swedinski. Lobs it inside. DeSutter, nice move. Steps down, good shot. She's the big girl for ICC. Averaging 10.5 and 6.2 rebounds per game. We're in the first minute of this one. Glad you could be with us. Region 24 action, quarterfinals. Dupree on the right side. Back to the top. Left side goes. That's Zabinski. Inside, Pullman makes the step. The shot, no good. Actually, that was Flynn down low. Excuse me. She wears number 1. Rebound by ICC. In the short corner. Now backs it up to take the shot. No good. Weak side rebound. Dupree tips it. Coming away with the rebound was Pullman. She'll get it to Dupree. Hey, a shout out to Linda Logsden's mom there. Hopefully she's listening. We'll catch her in the second game. Good drive by Dupree. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound by ICC. Orgeron. In the half-court set. DeSutter had it tipped away. Good hustle by the Blazers and a nice save there by Pullman. She had the tip away. Flynn in transition goes up, and our first foul of the ball game will go against the Cougars. Looks like McDuffie. And head to the line to shoot 2 will be Katie Flynn. Katie averaging 20.2 on the season, also 7.3 rebounds. First free throw, good. Confidence there, steps right up. One bounce and shot. Second one good. 2 for 2. And we are tied at 2. Blazers drop back into a half-court set, man-to-man. Right side, Swedinski back to the top. DeSutter has the ball at the top of the key. Good defense there from Amber Durst. Swedinski to the left side. Lobbed inside. Good pass, good shot, no good. Getting the rebound and taking it right back. Second time, no good. Third attempt as well. Orgeron had 3 attempts at the basket. She'll go to the free throw line. Katie Flynn, the first foul against the Lady Blazers. Orgeron averaging 14 points a game. Had a couple good games here against the Blazers. First free throw is good by Orgeron in the scoring column for the night. As we mentioned, too, we'll have Brad Hoyt here at halftime of the girls' game to talk about the men's game coming up second. Second one in and out. Ball's out on the floor. Oh, and hustling there, but just couldn't save the ball. Flynn had a hold of it, but the ball got to the sideline. And 7:59 left in the first quarter. Down 3-2. It'll be Cougars basketball. McDuffie at the top. Getting a screen. Goes around. Orgeron had the screen. Shot inside, no good. McGuffey went for it. ICC, no, it was John Wood with a rebound. I'd double check who's wearing number 3 tonight for the Blazers. I did not have her in my program, unless there's a switch of a number here. In the high post, Pullman hands it off. Flynn fakes the 3, steps over. 16-footer, left side, no good. Durst fighting for the rebound. And Durst and DeSutter were both hanging on to each other. Rebound comes away, ICC. In transition, baseline short corner, no good. Rebound inside, good rebound there by Pullman, wearing the double zeros. Dupree in transition. Out in front, 15-footer, pulls up, high archer, no good. Pace of the game is up and down. Both teams having a tough time finding the net. DeSutter will go left side. Long 3 from the left side, and it's good. The minute I say that, Paris Wilson drills from the left side. 6-2, Cougars with the lead. I'll get Frank Cass to double check my number 3 tonight. Left side, Dupree, getting a screen from Durst. Pops over to the right side, back up to Dupree. Dupree looking inside, Durst is not open down low. She's got Wilson on her. Here's Pullman setting the screen. Here's the three-pointer from the top, no good off the right. McDuffie for ICC with the rebound. Outlets to Wilson. Wilson after a couple dribbles across the court to McDuffie, who loses the handle on the ball. Finally brings it across the timeline. We approach 6 minutes left, first quarter action. Right side, Wilson with the ball for ICC. Back to the top, McDuffie to the left side. That's Swedinski. Swedinski looked inside. Orgeron trying to post up down low. Now flashing in is DeSutter. Sutter steps to the basket, and the second foul against the Blazers. 0-0, and that'll be Pullman, her first. Blazers second. And DeSutter heads to the line to shoot 2. Good move stepping through the Blazers. Durst gets a break now. In the ballgame, Madison Doran for the Blazers. DeSutter to shoot 2. 6 minutes exactly left in the first. DeSutter connects on the first. 5-point run unanswered after the Blazers hit the first 2 free throws to put in their scoring column. 2 in a row there. 8-2. DeSutter has 4. Blazers with the basketball coming down the court. Dupree brings it down the left side. In the left corner is Flynn. High post is Pullman. She gets it. Now she makes a fake and then goes straight to the hole. Switches out to her left. Good move there. As she switched to her left, good defense over by Paris Wilson. ICC in transition. Wilson back to the top. DeSutter backs in. Now has to pass it out. Good defense coming from the Blazers. DeSutter with the pass to the left. McDuffie into the corner. Quickly inside. Orgeron. Shot no good. Weak side. Jump ball. And that is DeSutter in there also for the Blazers. Flynn. And on the alternate possession arrow, it will go back to ICC. By the way, our officials for tonight's ball game, John Shield, Sean Carver, and Tavares Swift. As Deuce said, like Taylor Swift, but no relation. Thank you there, Deuce. ICC with the basketball at the top of the key. Wilson looked inside for a cutter, now makes a move. All the way to the hole and scores. Wilson with a good move there. She has 5. And it's an 8-point run, now 10-2, an 8-point lead by ICC. Left side, Pullman back to the top. Dupree, left side. Kicks it out, right side, quickly back up. Doran goes into the high post. That's Flynn. Flynn steps back out. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Long 3 from the left side, no good. In the weak side, good rebound by ICC. That's Swedinsky. Dupree, though, steals the ball at the volleyball line. Goes all the way in, scores! Jada Dupree with the score, and the foul goes against Wilson. Her first, second on ICC, and Dupree to head to the line for the and 1. That also stops the 8-point run by the Cougars. Dupree at the charity stripe. And misses. DeSutter comes away with it for ICC. Outlets to McDuffie. Dupree almost took it away. The ball's on the floor. 3 Lady Blazers are there. And Dupree, check that. And actually McDuffie, it was Dupree, Flynn, and Doran. And it will be, it's not 3-on-1, you automatically get the ball, but it was all our possession. So back to the Blazers. 4:34 left in the first. Frank Cash tells me there'll be anthems before both games. Thank you, Frank. Jada Dupree goes to the basket and scores. I almost missed that, folks. I was looking down and trying to get a hold of Frank. It's now 10-6. Blazers down by 4. And a traveling call inside. In a hurry to make her move, Orgeron. And Savannah traveled. It will be Blazer ball with 4:14 left in the first. Blazers with the basketball in half-court set. Left side, Flynn. Starts to make a drive, spins, goes up, off the glass. Almost an and 1. Ball comes off, but she will shoot 2. Foul goes against number 22. That's Addie Swadinsky. Her first, third foul against ICC. And Flynn to head to the line where she was 2 for 2 earlier in this quarter. Grace Dieters comes in for the Lady Blazers, wearing number 10. Flynn connects on the first one. She's got one more free throw. Flynn, Dupree, Pullman, Dieters, and Doran. No good on that one, but Pullman gets the rebound. Another opportunity for the Blazers. Down 10-7 on a nice little 5-point run. And we had the shot clock did not move there. It used to be on 15, so the Lady Blazers will have it with 15 on the shot clock. 3:56 on the game clock. First quarter action. ICC 10, John Wood 7. Flynn has the ball at top of the key, using Coleman for a screen. Rolls. Dupree into the right corner. Staying in the high post was Pullman. Now Flynn comes by. 2 on the shot clock. Dupree's shot, no good. Flashing down, Dieters, good rebound. Blazers have another opportunity, 20 on the shot clock. Pullman starts to make a drive. And not coming down in time, McDuffie. There was a seam there. McDuffie didn't fill it quick enough. She has 2 fouls now. That's 4 team fouls. And substitution as the Lady Blazers are going to take the ball. Coming in will be Janelle Coleman, number 25, and Elena Redgate. And she averages 7.5 off the bench. Dieters to trigger for the Blazers. Box out of bounds play. Here coming from the right side. Oh, a good cut and a good shot at the basket was Pullman. Missed the shot. Rebound ICC in transition. And we'll get it back out to the guards. Elliott Naomi, who just also checked into the ball game for ICC. Pass out to the top. Shania Tutt. Quickly down the left corner. Into the post. Back at or on the perimeter. Tutt with the ball. She stops at the high post. Backdoor cut. Boy, I don't know how they got the ball in there. Quickly kicked back out. Down to no time on the shot clock. And a shot clock violation. Lady Blazers with great defense. The ball did go in, but it was after the shot clock violation. So with 2:56 left in the first, Blazers down 10-7. They're on a 5-point run. Dupree and Flynn. As Dieters brings the ball down, Pullman will be at the high post. Also Doran. Right side, Dupree. Dupree passes back to the top. Pullman behind a double screen. Didn't have the shot. She'll get it to Flynn. Flynn comes left. Flynn passes right on the wing. Dieters starts to take it to the hole. Stops. And a traveling call on Dieters. Defense came down. Elliott was there for ICC. Stopped her for a second and drug the pivot foot. ICC with the basketball. ICC throwing a bunch of them at us. Complete change of a lineup there. On the right side is Tutt. Tutt getting a screen. Redgate all the way to the hole. Tutt misses. Tutt gets her own rebound. Puts it up. No good. 3 Blazers are down there, but somehow Redgate gets it. Swedinsky to the left side. Shot taken from the left is good. Good ball movement over there. And that was Naomi Elliott for ICC. That stops the nice 5-point run by the Blazers, who are now down 12-7 in the first. Ball to the right side, Flynn. Brings it back to the left with a dribble. To the top, Dupree. Dupree around the screen. Crossover dribble. Dupree going to the hole. Off the glass, no good. Rebound inside. That was Redgate for ICC. Inside 2 minutes left. First quarter action. Good pace to this game. 10 feet out in front. Turn, shot, no good. Ball's on the floor. ICC had the ball. Throws it out back to the top. Tutt gets it. New shot clock, or partial shot clock here for the Cougars. Now down to 10. Inside out, it comes out to Tutt. Quickly moved over to the right corner. Back out high, all the way to the left corner now. Down to 3 on the shot clock. A runner, and off the glass with the runner is Swadinsky. She hits the bucket. It's 14-7. Lady Blazers great on defense. Took it down to 1 second. Dupree has the ball on the right side. We're coming down to 1 minute left in the first quarter. Blazers down 14-7. Top of the key, Dupree. Dupree to the right side, Doran. Dieters comes up and gets it high. Flynn at the free throw line. Flynn with a good drive to the basket. No good. Doran with a weak side rebound, and Doran gets the putback. Madison Doran with the offensive rebound and the bucket. Doran working the boards on the weak side. ICC in the half-court set. Both teams playing man-to-man the entire first quarter. Tutt works to the right side. Into the high post. Don't think she was quite ready for that. Pass came from Swadinsky. And here's a bad pass in the corner. It will be Blazer basketball. So Blazers last 3 times down. Shot clock violation. Shot with 1 second, and it was good. And a turnover with the ball passed out of bounds. Lady Blazers picking it up. 27.7 left in the first. Looking for that last shot. Shot clock is turned off. Girls play with a 30-second shot clock. Always love that. Nobody can complain when you're putting the ball up. Flynn, top of the key, works left side to Dupree. Dupree, right side to Dieters. She'll bring it back to the top of the key, now calling out the offense with 15 seconds. Flynn, back to the right side. Dieters skips the 3. Back to Flynn. Flynn fires from 22. No good. Rebound inside by ICC. Outlets to half court. Stealing the ball is Flynn. Down to 2 seconds. Over half court shot. Oh, off the back of the iron. And we have played 1 quarter at the Student Activity Center at John Wood. It's ICC 14, John Wood 9, and it's Wellman and Trailblazer basketball on mechasportsco.com.
We're putting the fun back in refund here at Cunis Honda in Quincy. It's that time of year to put your tax refund to good use with a new vehicle. We have the area's best selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Plus, our Fresh Start program can get you approved regardless of your credit situation. Put the fun back in your refund at Cunis Honda in Quincy on North 36th Street.
And make sure you use your refund if you want for a new or used car at Cunis Honda or Hyundai. Also, by the way, if you have not got in to get your taxes done, April 15th is coming up in a month. So that's your special message from the IRS. Make sure you get your tax return in. Of course, those who had refunds usually get them in early, and then usually go out and spend them early as well. But when you get your refund, make sure you check out Jeff Kahn and all the great people over there at Honda and Hyundai. Actually, I forgot to mention earlier in the season, just about a month ago actually here, when we took the red Accord in for the service. And Micah and Eric, the service department, did a great job out there. So if you see Micah or Eric or anybody in the service department at Cunis Honda or Hyundai, tell them we said hi from Mecha Sports Co. Hey, we're ready to start off the second quarter. It's 14-9. ICC with the lead and the basketball to start the quarter off. Pass into the left corner was tipped away. Intended down there for Elliott. Elliott, Coleman, Wilson, Redgate, and rounding out my lineup there, trying to figure out who stayed in the lineup there. For ICC, with the basketball coming off to the right side is Elliott. Elliott, pass to the side, 3, no good. And that was my fourth player there. That was Maya Webb who missed the shot. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Blazer basketball. For the Blazers, Dupree and Dieters, Flynn, Pullman, and Durst in the lineup. Glad you could be with us here on this beautiful Wednesday night. Stay around all night long. We've got the men coming up at 7:30 right after this ball game. And we'll have Coach Hoyt at halftime of this game for his comments. Dieters off the left side. Good drive to the baseline. Shot no good, just on the weak side. Oh, and a great rebound by Dieters who fouled her shot. Out to Pullman. Pullman through traffic. Pullman the left, no good. Dieters fighting on the weak side rebound. Coming away for ICC was Redgate. ICC down the right side. Wilson in the right corner. 3 goes in and out. Good job by Flynn on the rebound. She reached over and tipped it away from the Cougars and back to herself. Flynn in transition. Left side Dieters from 24 feet. Good! Nice shot, Grace Dieters from 24 feet off the left side. 14-12, Cougars with only a 2-point lead. Double team inside. Quickly comes back out to Redgate. Redgate takes it inside. Shot no good. Pullman was there. Shot was taken there by Coleman. Coleman and Pullman. Pullman almost looked like she fouled, but ball went out of bounds, so Cougars basketball on their baseline. Substitution. Doran back in the ball game for the Blazers. And on the baseline, Cougars get the ball in. Quickly inside. Double team. Little late. The shot was missed. Flynn gets the rebound. Missed shot there by Coleman. Janelle had it. Katie Flynn in transition. Pulls up from 18 out front. Just off the front of the iron. Rebound by the Cougars, but Dupree in the backcourt with some pressure. Elliott across the timeline to Redgate. Kicks it out inside, and then it goes right back outside. And here's a three-pointer by Webb. Hits off the left side, 17-12. 5-point lead. Approaching 8 minutes left until halftime. Dupree starts to drive, hesitation. Brings it out to the right. Dorn past the left to Dieters, where she hit the 3 a moment ago. Flynn from the right corner, pass into the left corner. Here's a shot from 3. Oh, in and out. Good shot there by Doran. Madison's ball rolled out. Here comes ICC the other way. Wilson fakes and then does a nice job of faking the pass, taking it in by herself. She had 5 in the first quarter. She's got 7 now, and that's the lead right now for the Cougars, 19-12. Pullman waiting at the scoring table to check in. Over there with Frank Cash, Dennis Winger, Jerry Hagmeyer, and company. Dupree's pull-up, no good. Into the right corner. Rebound Webb. Webb brings it up for the Cougars. Trailing out to the right wing. Driving in. Nobody picked her up. Shot was no good. Elliott had a good look there. The Blazers come away. Great bounce pass down. Long bounce pass from the right side to Flynn, but Dupree got herself under the basket, and smartly, Jada brought it back out. Jada all the way line. All the way to the basket. Good. Jada Dupree takes it from the left wing down to the right block, in for the score, and a quick timeout by Coach Bogle with 6:58 left in the first half. It's the Cougars 19 and the Trailblazers 14 here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Jiffy Stop's Take and Bake Pizzas, cheese and pepperoni with self-rising crust for $7.99, but only $4.99 with the Fast Rewards card. The Fast Reward card gives you the in on all the great promotions each week at the Jiffy Stops. The Jiffy Stop Take and Bake Pizzas can be found at 28th and Broadway and 24th and State in Quincy, and also Barry, Pittsfield, Griggsville, Pleasant Hill, and Jacksonville. Plus, Pleasant Hill and Jacksonville locations still have hot and ready pizzas by the slice or the whole pizza. Use your Fast Rewards card today at your favorite Jiffy Stop.
And we're back to action. Thank you to Jiffy Stop there. Get in to see get your take and bake pizzas. Take it home and bake it. And if you got your rewards card, $4.99. Not sure how long that lasts, so you better get a Jiffy Stop and check. Cougars have the basketball. Webb driving to the basket, and Dupree rides her. 2 more seconds, it would have been 8 count, and a legal ride of the stallion there. Dupree gets her first foul. 3rd team foul on the Blazers. Double checking, it might be 4th. Cougars inbound it. Oh, nobody picks her up, and Webb just drives straight to the basket from the left side. 21-14, 7-point lead again by the Cougars. Dieters brings it down. She's got Elliott on her. To the right side to Flynn. Flynn with Webb. Pass to the left. Here's Pullman. Pullman backs up for the 3. No good. Back of the iron. Rebound inside. Paris Wilson for ICC. Wilson will bring it across the timeline. Flynn will pick her up. Good help there by Pullman as well. DeSutter, who just checked in, drives to the basket and then does a beautiful job of a little drop bounce pass into Wilson. Wilson gets the bucket and the assist by DeSutter. It's a 9-point lead, biggest of the game so far. Dupree shot, no good from 3. The tip outside and goes the other way. It's Elliott. Dieters almost had it, but then it was taken away in the backcourt. Good job by Dupree. Jada will back it out to the right side, inside 6 minutes. Oh, a good crossover there. Wow, she fooled Webb big time, but then on the shot she missed it. Dorn had the rebound, tried to put it up falling away, misses it, and Elliott comes away with the rebound for ICC. Right side shot by 3, no good. That was Webb taking that one for ICC. Rebound inside, Doran. Dieters to walk it up there for the Blazers in the half-court set. Dieters waiting for the screen. Here comes popping up is Pullman. Pullman sets the screen. Left side pass to Flynn on the wing. Flynn came down, now kicks it out. Dieters going to take that same 23-footer. Good! Grace Dieters hits again from the same spot. 23-17, 2 threes in a row by Dieters. Bounce it inside. DeSutter was down there awful long time. Block shot by Pullman. It went out of bounds by the Blazers. So the Cougars will have the ball under their own basket on the baseline. Paris Wilson will take a seat. That's good for the Blazers. She's got 9 in this ball game, 5 in the first quarter and 4 in the second. 4:46 left in the first half. Webb gets the ball. Oh, and a great block shot from behind. Webb did a good fake, thought she had got the Blazers up in the air, and a block shot from behind. Blazers with the basketball. Elliott, guarding Dieters. Between the circles, Dupree gets the ball on the right side behind the arc. Goes inside, Pullman. Pullman trying to set it up. Pullman gets to the left. Good job. Oh, just rolls off the rim. Here's a steal, though, by the Blazers. Back out to the left. Dieters passes the 3. Goes to Flynn on the right side. Flynn with a good fake. Her left to the hole, no good. Oh, Blazers doing a great job of getting to the hole. Balls are just sneaking away. And here's Dieters with a steal in the front court. Dieters, the pass, inside, scores. Blazers with a great move there and the score. Blazers down 23-19 inside 4 minutes in the first half. Ball into the left corner. Into the high post, quickly back out to Elliott off the left side. And Elliott with a nice shot there. Good ball movement by the ICC Cougars. Went from the left wing into the block, quickly back out to the wing, and hits the J. Dieters calling out the offense. Again, both teams playing man-to-man. Drive, kick, short corner. Pullman back out to the top of the key. Dupree. Dupree through 2 Cougars. Shot off the glass, off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down, Redgate. Here come the Cougars. Webb, good defense came out, but DeSutter was open on the left side on the rebound for the weak side and the putback. 4 straight points and now back to an 8-point lead for the Cougars. Dieters kicks it back out after the drive. All the way to the hole. Oh, and no good. Foul against the Cougars. Well, there you go. Thank you, Frank. I had number 2 for Zabinski. They have her number 3. She went to the hole, missed the first free throw. She'll have one more. Good drive by Zabinski. 2:53 left, first half action. Zabinski misses them both. Tough opportunity there. Down by 8, and a traveling call. McDuffie got to half court. Dupree was right there, and there's the woodpile, the JW woodpile. Might be the baseball team all dressed up. Good support here, good crowd here for the Lady Blazer games. There's all the Turwelt brothers. 3 of them in a row here in the top. 2:45 left in the first half. In the high post, Pullman. Pullman looking to make a move. Didn't have it. Now she's going to take one step in. Great move there by Pullman. Did a 360. Look, nobody was there. Continued to keep her pivot foot down and took it to the left all the way to the hole. Good job by Alexis. In the half-court set, defense steal. Flynn with a steal. Flynn going to go coast to coast. Oh, and another one rolls off. That is about the 5th ball that has rolled off in the first half. Dupree's going to be whistled for the foul. It'll be her second. I've got team foul number 4. We'll double check that. Actually, I can't see the arrow across the way. And I think ICC maybe has 2. So it is by the quarter, I think, this year, which I did not check, like IHSA or National Federation of High School Sports. ICC has the basketball, a 6-point lead. 2 minutes left till halftime. Wilson down on the block, makes a spin. Off the glass, no good. Wilson with a nice move there. Ball gets tipped out and Dupree comes. Here comes John Wood. Dupree tries to skip it across the way. And it was a direct pass to Flynn, actually. And Swadinski knocks it out of the bounds. Blazers under their own basket with 1:51 left in the first half. Dieters to trigger. Pullman out here on the left wing. Flynn stays here in the left corner. Dieters comes out and gets the ball. Good pass out to Dupree at the top of the key. I'll have to watch Swadinski and Zabinski, 2 different teams. Speaking of her, no from the right corner. As Camilla Zabinski with that shot just off the front of the iron. ICC with the basketball. McDuffie, left side. Quickly back to the top of the key. That's Wilson. Wilson doing a lot of scoring in the first. Oh, and it was tipped away by Dupree. Good job there by Jada. In the half-court set in the right corner. Dupree takes it back to the right wing now in the dribble. Approaching 1 minute left in the first half. Down by 6. Dieters will get it now and set it. In the high post is Pullman. Left wing is Dupree. Left corner is Flynn. Right corner, Zabinski. Dupree backs it out. Crossover. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Down to 5. Dupree, the runner from the baseline. Oh, and off the glass and scores. Dupree with a sweet move. Kicking the 1 foot up, the 1 knee up, just off the left. Inside on the other end, no good on the shot. Flynn with some great defense against Orgeron. And there's a differential of about, almost. I can't even keep up with the clocks. Let's put it this way. The Blazers might have the last shot down by 4. 20 seconds left in the half. Dieters has the ball. DeSutter on her. Back to Dieters. Inside Flynn. Flynn up. Shot, no good. Got smacked on the arm, didn't get the call. Rebound. Oh, and a pass out here if Dupree would have been paying attention. Wilson gets it back out on the right wing. Shot from 3, no good. Rebound comes away to Dieters, and the horn will go. And that will be the first half. A fast and quick first half. But your score in half after the last 4 points by the Blazers, it's ICC 27. And your John Wood Community College Blazers 23, as we'll have a good long half here, and we're supposed to have Coach Hoyt come up and join us, as we'll have his pregame show as part of the halftime show here. But glad you could be joining us here, as I see now Coach is going to get on the sprint there as he's cleared down the court. And, of course, Coach's comments are always brought to you by Kunis Honda and Kunis Hyundai.
We're putting the fun back in refund here at Kunis Honda in Quincy. It's that time of year to put your tax refund to good use with a new vehicle. We have the area's best selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Plus, our Fresh Start program can get you approved regardless of your credit situation. Put the fun back in your refund at Kunis Honda in Quincy on North 36th Street.
And we thank Kunis Honda and Kunis Hyundai as well. Coach Hoyt down the far end, and I don't think he's really followed that it's halftime already of the girls' game. And this one started off with ICC. They had the first bucket of the ball game. The Blazers came back with 2 free throws and tied it 2-2. 8 straight points by the Cougars built up a 10-2 lead. The Blazers came back with 5, and it made it 10-7 game. Cougars come back with 4 more, and then the Blazers hit the last bucket of the first quarter, found themselves down 14-9. Second quarter started off with the Blazers hitting a 3-pointer right off the bat. And then it was just basically 2 buckets to 1 bucket a couple times down the floor. 23-14 was the biggest lead. That was 9 by ICC. Blazers got 5 points back, quickly 4 on the other side. And we went back and forth, down 27-19 by 8. Blazers scored the last 4 points of the half and find themselves only down 27-23. Glad you'd be with us tonight. And of course, we got the men's game coming up right after this one. So stick around. Wellman Solo here on mechasportsco.com. As we'll send out Coach Hoyt a message and let him know it is halftime. Thanks for sticking with us, folks, while I'm doing a little side work here. We'll get Hoyt up here before you know it. And so glad, as again, now the winner of this ball game will play on Saturday. And they already know who the opponent is. I believe it's Parkland, the number 1 seed. And it was at 2 o'clock at Lincoln Land. Then we've got the men at 7:30. The winner in that ball game will play also on Saturday. But they will go to Ren Lake, and it'll be a 3 o'clock game. So if you think about that, Ren Lake tonight is trying to win to go back to their home court on Saturday here. And, of course, it'd be nice if the Blazers win that ball game, and then you go down and actually play on their court after you just got done beating them out here. Deuce is coming up to give us the official stats. I just sent him a message, so yeah, you might tell him. And there you go, Deuce is on the loose there. Deuce on the loose. You also got Shuck down there, and Shuck on his truck showed up to tonight's game. Looking at the first half stats so far, and we gave you some a little bit of a breakdown there as far as the running score play-by-play. For the Trailblazers in the first half, leading the way, Jada Dupree with 8 points. Grace Dieters came off. She's got 6 off the bench, and those are 2 back-to-back 3-pointers. Roughly, not, I got to evaluate the distance there because I'm used to right behind the line, anytime you can be 2 or 3 feet back, working from the 20-feet mark. And we're actually a lot deeper than that. She was at the 23.5, I believe. So she was every bit of 24, maybe even 25 feet on those 2 3-pointers out there. First half finds the Blazers shooting only 18.8% in the first quarter, 30% in the second quarter, 25% for the first half, and that's been a handful of balls that have just rolled off the iron out there. They've been good drives. Katie Flynn has been there. It's been point blank and just couldn't get them to go. And then 3-point-wise, we are 2 out of 7 in the second, 0 for 4 in the first, so we only got 18.2 from the land of 3. And at the charity stripe in the first, Katie Flynn went 3 for 4 in the first quarter. We were 3 for 5 in the first. We're 3 for 7 for the ball game at the charity stripe, only 42.9%. On the other side for ICC, leading the way, 9 points out of Paris Wilson. She hit that 3-pointer since she's had 3 buckets. Dropping down there, you got Cora DeSutter, the usual scorer there. She's got 6. And then off the bench, Webbs with 5 and Elliott with 4 off. In the first, 35.5 from the land. Well, actually from all field goals. 40% from the land of 3, there you go. And 75% from the free throw line as the Cougars in the first half, 3 out of 4. Both teams, of course, Dieters hit 2 threes. On the other side, Wilson and Webb each with a 3, so nullifying the scores out there. Checking out the rebounds. 32 rebounds for ICC in the first half, only 16 for the Lady Blazers, so they're getting out-rebounded by 16. And a lot of that is offensive shots that are just rolling off the iron for the Lady Blazers. They've had point-blank times where the ball's been there, and poor Katie Flynn that ball has been in there with 2 or 3 of her left-hand layups and will not stay down. So, but definitely the Blazers got to do something about the rebounding with 32 to 16 being out-rebounded, doubled basically in the first half. Well, Blazers are only down by 4 points, so they've got their work cut out for them. They have beaten this team twice this year, but they've been good ball games, as we shared with you in the pregame show, the earlier games for these two teams. One of them, of course, was a month ago, roughly, and then 4 weeks after that they played, and then 4 days after that they played. So these two teams have matched up in the first game earlier. The Blazers won by 7. Last game they won by 9, so they know they can beat the Cougars. Sorry about that, folks. There was a pause there. Checking to see if we might have Coach Hoyt still here at the pregame show. With that, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, more halftime and more Lady Blazer basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Baked pizza, cheese and pepperoni with self-rising crust for $7.99, but only $4.99 with the Fast Rewards card. The Fast Rewards card gives you the in on all the great promos offered each week. The Jiffy Stop Take and Bake Pizza can be found at 28th and Broadway and 24th at State in Quincy, and also Barry, Pittsfield, Griggsville, Pleasant Hill, and Jacksonville. Plus, Pleasant Hill and Jacksonville locations still have hot and ready pizzas by the slice or the whole pizza. Use your Fast Rewards card today at your favorite Jiffy Stop.
We're putting the fun back in refund here at Cunis Honda in Quincy. It's that time of year to put your tax refund to good use with a new vehicle. We have the area's best selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Plus, our Fresh Start program can get you approved regardless of your credit situation. Put the fun back in your refund at Cunis Honda in Quincy on North 36th Street.
And we thank Cunis Honda as well as Jiffy Stop. Again, the Take and Bake pizzas. Basically, you take them and you home and bake them. $7.99. Check how long that rewards last, though, for that $4.99, because we've been saying that for about a week, and they may have some new rewards out there at the Jiffy Stops. 2 of them in Quincy, 20th and Broadway, 24th and State, and then all those other locations we mentioned, Barry, Pittsfield, Griggsville, Pleasant Hill, and Jacksonville. And don't forget, still can get hot and ready pizzas by the slice or even by the whole pizza. And you get those still at Pleasant Hill and Jacksonville. And as we talked about Pleasant Hill, we made a few stops in there on our IHSA tour as the Coach Pettit and I, one night, 3 minutes till 11 o'clock. Coach Pettit, he didn't ask for a take and bake pizza. He didn't ask for a hot and ready pizza, which he would not have gotten. But he did need to get gas so he could make it home, and they were there for that. So thank you to those in Pleasant Hill at the Jiffy Stop. You know, we talked about the postseason here and where everybody heads after that. You know, we've had a great season here. Fun following the teams we have followed. Of course, we have followed the Quincy High Blue Devils, the Blue Devil girls, also the QND Raiders, and the Lady Raiders. I wrote down it was a 789 winning percent this year for our teams that we did cover. Now, that did include a lot of the area teams, too, and very successful area teams out there as well. The girls finished up state last week. The boys are playing this weekend. And it all comes up tomorrow morning. We start with 1A and 2A. At 9:30, the 1A starts off. You'll have Hope Academy taking on Mounds Meridian. Then at 11:15, West Central. That's the Winchester guys. We had them against Notre Dame. Good ball team. We enjoyed watching them play, and we knew they would make a heck of a run out there. They will take on Aurora Christian. We have seen Aurora Christian year in, year out, usually at the State Farm Classic. A couple years there, they were loaded with a couple brothers at 6'7" each. Those were brothers of a dad who played at Michigan State, and I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. Then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the 2A will take up Williamsville, the number 5 seed, who Notre Dame had to play as a play-in game. They played to play Notre Dame. Notre Dame went, hey, these guys are good, and they have gone on, and they've had double-digit wins, I believe, until their 1-point win 2 games ago. But they are in the semifinals. They'll take on Chicago Phillips, and that'll be a 2 o'clock game. Then at 3:45, Byron, way up there by Coach Pettit in Rockford area. Coach Pettit had been there before, as well as Coach Weber. But we know Coach Weber through all those times, including UT. That's East Moline. They will play Benton And for those who do not know where Benton is, it is around Christopher, Illinois. You probably don't know where Christopher, Illinois is. And so Christopher, Illinois is just north of the Carbondale area and all that area down in there, probably a little bit over there near Pinckneyville. But Benton, there are some famous people from down around that area, and, of course, Doug Collins is one of them. The women are playing, of course, at ISU on the Doug Collins court, and Doug was from the Benton area, and I believe he was a next-door neighbor with John Malkovich, the actor. You know John Malkovich. Becoming John Malkovich, I think, was an actual movie there. You saw him in Red with Bruce Willis, Red 2 as well. Malkovich was – so those two were neighbors. And then coming from that same general area, Gene Rayburn from Match Game 72, 73, 74, all the match games out there. One of the great talk show hosts. All those guys are from down in that Benton area and Christopher, Illinois. All right, that rounds up our 2A action. Then on Friday, 9:30 in the morning, Mount Carmel, the Power in football from Chicago. They'll be playing the 9:30 game against Mount Zion. Mount Zion was leading Centralia early in their ball game. Centralia came back, took the lead, and that was the last I saw, and I thought Coach Bennett and Centralia might have won. Mount Zion came back and won that ball game, so they will be taking on Mount Carmel at 9:30 on Friday. Then at 11:15, DePaul Prep. We've been very familiar with them. They have been down to the Quincy Shootout. They will take on Peoria Richwoods. Then it's the 4A action on Friday at 2 o'clock. Palatine takes on Normal Community, and I know that is painful for Quincy fans as Normal blew out Downers Grove North after that 1-point victory against the Blue Devils. They will play at 2 o'clock, and then the 3:45 in the afternoon, Homewood Flossmoor, the number 1 seed. They beat Chicago Curie by 2 to get to this game, and New Trier is their opponent from Winnetka. So it'll be a 3:45 game, both on Thursday and on Friday. It will have the third place game, and that'll be played on Thursday night for the 1A and 2A. And then followed up on Friday night, they have the third place game for the 3A and 4A. So that way on Saturday, all 4 games are championship games. And, of course, that's at State Farm at the University of Illinois. And, of course, Illinois played a heck of a game the other night against Purdue, losing that ball game. One left for them. I believe it is at Iowa for the last of the Big Ten regular season schedule. So good luck to the Illini there. All your other action around here, college action, is done for the season as far as Quincy College and the Lady Hawks. Culver Stockton, I went to double check there. They both might be done as well. And so it comes down to the Lady Blazers in the second half of this one, down by 4, 27-23. And then, of course, the Trailblazers following up against the Warriors from Ren Lake. Hey, it's halftime out here at John Wood. Glad you could be joining us out here today. Beautiful day. I tried to enjoy some of the activities outside first as we get ready for tonight's action here. First the women, followed up by the men. And this is really a nice situation where you've got both teams made the postseason, and they can both host on the same night and pack the place out here at the Student Activity Center. Halftime here as it gets down to the last minute. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with second half action. Lady Blazer basketball on mechasportsco.com.
Jiffy Stops, Take and Bake Pizza, cheese and pepperoni with self-rising crust for $7.99, but only $4.99 with the Fast Rewards card. The Fast Rewards card gives you the in on all the great promos offered each week. The Jiffy Stop Take and Bake Pizza can be found at 28th and Broadway and 24th at State in Quincy, and also Barry, Pittsfield, Griggsville, Pleasant Hill, and Jacksonville. Plus, Pleasant Hill and Jacksonville locations still have hot and ready pizzas by the slice or the whole pizza. Use your Fast Rewards card today at your favorite Jiffy Stop.
As we get ready for the second half action there, go to your Jiffy Stop. Yes, that does sound red because I was actually at home reading that one night. I like to have some music, and I love the live ads because I can give it to you, a little live with a little excitement in here. John Wood starts it off with the second half of the basketball. Zabinski with the ball right side to Dupree. Flynn sets the screen. In the high post, Flynn. Flynn starts to make a move, left corner. Pullman shoots the three. Good from left. Pullman with the three-pointer from the corner. Give the assist to Flynn. It's a 1-point game. Blazers down 1. Durst is our other starter there in the second. Three-pointer from the left side, no good. Shot was taken from Orgeron. In transition, Flynn, the right side, her three no good. Zabinski with a rebound. Flynn now pulls up from 16, good. And at the 9:14 mark, the Blazers take the lead, 28-27. Flynn with a nice J there, her first bucket to go with those 4 free throws. DeSutter starts to make a drive. Does get the ball out to Paris Wilson in the left corner. She gets a screen, goes all the way to the hole and through traffic. Durst almost got the rebound. Paris Wilson picks it up. Her shot no good. And Wilson's going to get a chance to go to the charity stripe. Amber Durst will commit the first foul of the second half. It's her first foul. First of the second half. And Paris Wilson will go to the line to shoot 2. She led the way for the Cougars with 9 in the first half. Orgeron also in there, DeSutter. And then deep, McDuffie. First one no good. McDuffie and Swadinsky. That's Swadinski, as opposed to our Zabinski, Sbynski. Spelling 101. Good job by Pullman on the missed 2 free throws by Wilson. Blazers with the basketball, up by 1. Inside 9 minutes, third quarter action. Zabinski, Camellia, drives to the hole. Off the glass, right off front. Durst with a save on the rebound, but stepped on the line. Good hustle by Amber Durst. Ball will go back over to the Cougars. Dupree going to pick up McDuffie on the way down the court. Ball right side to Wilson. Flynn guards her, man-to-man. Both teams playing man-to-man in the first half. And a great cut and a great pass there. Wilson with the pass. The basket was Swadinsky. And regaining the lead, 29-28 ICC. More importantly, that was a 9-point run from the first half to the second half for the Lady Blazers. High post Flynn. Flynn turns on Wilson, kicks it out to the left, Pullman. Pullman back to Flynn in the corner. Katie's going to drive the baseline. Great pass to the weak side. Durst is out in front. The left hand short hook off the glass. Amber Durst, and give Flynn the assist. Great job of their passing there. Here comes Dupree, who stole the ball for John Wood. The 14-footer, no good. Flynn with a strong rebound. Flynn going up strong. She scores. Katie Flynn, the offensive board and the putback. And timeout for the Cougars as the Blazers take a 32-29 lead. Jump out with 9 points to 2 in this quarter. Good job by the Blazers. As I mentioned, they were down 27-19 in the second quarter, ran the last 4 points off of the second quarter and the first half, and then scored the first 5 points of the second or the third quarter to build that 1 point lead up, to gain that 1 point lead, I should say. After that bucket on the other side, good pass inside, by the way, from Wilson. The Blazers put up 4 more points and have a 3-point lead. DeSutter coming back out. Webb now comes back into the ball game. Swadinsky stays in. Wilson and Orgeron stay in also for the Cougars. For the Blazers still, Zabinski, Dupree, Durst, Pullman, and Flynn. Top of the C, Swadinsky. And it was a backdoor. DeSutter was trying to make a backdoor cut, but Amber Durst was playing some great defense, guarding the backdoor, but also overplaying the pass to the wing, and that ball was passed to nobody. Dupree for the Blazers, bringing it down the court. At the top, she's got Wilson on her. Hands it off to Pullman. Pullman brings it up top. Stops, pops for 3. Just off the back of the iron. Rebound came out to Webb. Outlet to Wilson. Wilson in transition. And count the basket. Pullman tried to take the charge. Wilson took the contact. Pullman's going to commit her second foul. Second foul against the Blazers. And Wilson on the other side, who just missed 2 free throws, will have a chance at an and 1 now. Her free throw will tie the ball game with 7:16 left, and does. 32-32 after Wilson's three-pointer. She's got 12 on the ball game. Three-quarter court passive pressure coming from the Cougars. Dupree off the left side. Pass to the right side to Flynn. Flynn back to Dupree. Almost travels there. Dupree will get it to Pullman, and she'll give it to Flynn at the top. Pullman sets a screen. Pass to the left wing, Dupree. Dupree drives baseline. Gets bumped on the baseline, and I believe DeSutter was going to be the person. She'll get whistled for her second foul. First team foul against the Cougars in the second half. DeSutter checks out. Redgate checks back in. That is Elena Redgate for the Cougars. Ball gets inbounded to Pullman. Pullman's not paying any attention, and sneaking up behind her was Webb. Webb knocked the ball loose. Pullman and Webb both get on the floor. Jump ball, and it should be heading to ICC since the Blazers had the first of the half. So third quarter action, 6:50 left, 32-32. Here comes Webb down the court. Maya Webb to the left side. Wilson tries to pass it inside. It was touched basically by Flynn. Good help there. Oh, and that's a great job there. Oh, my goodness. Amber Durst did a great job of stepping in there, taking that charge. They called Durst for the foul. I think we might have missed that one. That's 2 on Durst and 3 on the Blazers. Great job, Amber stepping up. Amber comes out. Into the ball game is Madison Doran for the Blazers. Webb and Wilson on the left side with the ball. There's the backdoor cut. All right, and then flashed. Inside, no good on the shot. Pullman, almost had it. And the pass to the wing was last touched by the Blazers, but good defense inside by the Blazers. They stopped Orgeron. It's like Oregon, except for Orgeron. 6:30 left, third quarter action. Webb got picked up. Good roll on that one. A little late on the help. Zabinski was there to help out. She got there just a step late. So for Camilla, it'll be her first foul. Team fourth. And head to the line will be number 33, Elena Redgate. She'll shoot 2. 1 for 3 so far in this quarter for the Cougars. That was all Wilson. Missed the 2, but then did complete the 3-point play. Redgate connects on her first one. She'll have another one. And Cougars retake the lead. 6:21 left, third quarter action. And 2 for 2. Pretty confident there from Elena Redgate. 34-32. Three-quarter court pressure now from the Cougars. Wilson at the point. Gets it over to Flynn. Skips it over. Now they're in the timeline in the front court. Zabinski inside. Pullman goes around from the left block to the right. And another one of those that rolled off. First half, there were a lot of balls, especially Flynn and Pullman getting in close. And the ball just rolled off the iron. That's the first of the second half. Traffic. Taking the shot, no good. Almost a rebound. Zabinski almost took it away. Cougars get 2 shots at it. Left side, Wilson tries to go back into the post. Turn, no good. Another offensive rebound and the putback. This one is Redgate. At least 4 offensive boards there by the Cougars between Orgeron and Redgate. Dupree drives up, under, no good. Rebound inside, Wilson. Blazers have found themselves down by 4 as they've given up 7 straight points. 3 from the charity stripe. The one was an and 1. Flashed into the hole on the right block, no good. Good defense by Dupree. Taking that shot was Swadinski. Flynn, half-court set for the Blazers. Top of the key, she goes left side, Dupree. Comes around a screen. To the right. Shot from outside the arch. No good. Long rebound. Pullman gets it at the top. Back to Dupree on the right side for 3. No good. Zabinski flashing down. Redgate gets the rebound for ICC. Webb picks it up at half court. Got to turn and help. Doran helped out. Quickly back out to Redgate. And Redgate hits the J from outside. Cougars on a run here of 9 straight points. Lead by 6, 38-32. The Blazers will take a 30-second timeout on the break. ICC on a run there. They got the and 1 from Paris Wilson. That tied the game at 32. Then we have 2 free throws by Redgate, and then Redgate 2 more buckets in a row. And on the one, there was at least 4 offensive rebounds between Redgate and Orgeron. Chitters come back out now. 4:33 left in the third. Good crowd here on a Wednesday. Coach Hoyt. We'll catch him after the game, of course, at his game. His comments will be powered by Kunis Honda and Kunis Hyundai. Wanted to hear what he had to say at halftime, and he got busy as the athletic director / head basketball coach / dean of students will get at times. We hardly ever see him in the gym during the day. John Wood has the basketball, down 6, almost halfway through. Well, actually a little more than halfway through the third quarter. Dupree has it on the wing. Into the high post, Pullman. Comes back out to Dupree. Oh, and a great job of bouncing it right back in. The defense came out on Dupree. Pullman stayed down on the block, and she was wide open. And that stops that 9-point run. Inside. Oh, and going hard is Redgate. Redgate's starting to pick it up here. She averages 7.5 a game. She now has 8, so she's done her average. We can shut her down now. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 40-34. Flynn left side to Dupree. Dupree in traffic. Kicks it out right side. All the way back to the left at the top. Flynn with the basketball. Bounces right side. Doran passes up the 3 again. Flynn will go into the corner. Zabinski will take the 3. Good! Camilla Zabinski hits the 3 from the left corner. Flynn gets the assist. Blazers are within 3, 40-37. In the block. Good defense by Doran. Wilson takes the 3, no good. Webb, oh, and a great job by Pullman. Webb came flying down from the corner. Dupree didn't screen her out. Pullman fell to the ground, and while she was on the ground, took the ball away from Webb, and we had a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow goes back to the Blazers. 3:25 left in the third. Substitution, Grace Dieters into the ball game. So it is Flynn, Dupree, Dieters, Pullman, and Zabinski for the Lady Blazers. Three-quarter court and a 1-2-2 coming from the Cougars. At the point of that 1-2-2 is Swadinski. Dupree with a drive to Pullman to the right side, driving in. Good job, Pullman! And Dupree gets the assist again. 1-point game. Blazers down by 1. Webb with Dupree on her. Into the top of the key, quickly out to the left side, Swadinski. Swadinski on the screwing. Oh, and Pullman was right there. Pullman had good position. Problem was, though, the Cougars stepped to the side, and then that was a foul on Pullman, her third. And I believe I have 5 team fouls. I'm going to double check that. I look on the far end, and the 3 and the 4 are actually team timeouts. Pullman's going to take a break, though. Doran comes back in for her. 3 fouls right now on Pullman. Turning the ball out of bounds. Redgate gets it, quickly gives it back to Elliott, who's in the ball game. Down in the block, quickly out to the left side, into the left corner, Swadinski. She takes the 3-pointer, no good. Swadinski fouled her own shot. Got it to Redgate on the weak side. Zabinski had to foul. Blazers, as we mentioned at halftime, that's the second one on Zabinski. As we mentioned at halftime, Blazers were being out-rebounded 32-16. So that was one of the keys for the second half. Webb's going to go out. McDuffie's coming back into the ball game. So Redgate on the free throw line to shoot 2. Swadinski and McDuffie in. Back at half court is Elliott. And also out there is Coleman, who just checked in. First free throw is good. We'll have one more from Redgate. She's 3 for 3 on the night. 4 for 4. Boy, I'll tell you what, she's pretty confident when she's up at the line. 42-39. Blazers down by 3. Dupree in the backcourt, staying away from that trap. Gets it to Flynn across the timeline, back to Dupree. Jada starts the drive. Zabinski in the left corner. No good on the shot. Came back to the strong side. Here comes Swadinski for the Cougars. In transition, she stops. McDuffie, left corner inside the 3. No good. Blazers get the rebound, hit the floor. Flynn comes down with it. Katie Flynn across the timeline. Hesitation. Looking for a trailer. Now gets it to Dupree on the left wing. After a couple knee dribbles, Jada brings it back out. She'll pull for the 3. No good. Long rebound comes out. Doran gets the rebound. 2 offensive rebounds for the Blazers. Nice job. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Katie Flynn has it on the right side. McDuffie guards her. Down to 10 on the shot clock. With a screen from Doran. Flynn's going to pull up. Good! And she gets fouled. Flynn hits the 3-pointer. McDuffie commits her 3rd foul as she's just back in the ball game. The 2nd, and Flynn will go for the 4-point play. Flynn stepped behind the screen, drills the 3-pointer, and contact on the way down. We're tied at 42. Camelia Zabinski takes a seat. In the ball game for the first time tonight is Blair F. Tank, QND, number 11. And there it is, 43-42. Good job by Katie Flynn with the 3-point play. Check that, the 4-point play. Redgate has the ball for ICC, top of the key. She's going to take the 3. No good. Dupree comes away for the Lady Blazers. Up 1. Dupree in transition. Into the right corner. Quickly back out around the perimeter. Grace Dieters at the top of the key. High arching shot off the backboard. Grace Dieters banks it from the top of the key, folks. And we've got a timeout from the Cougars as the Blazers take a 46-42 lead, up by 4, 129 left in the third. This is Lady Blazer basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
We're putting the fun back in refund here at Cunis Honda in Quincy. It's that time of year to put your tax refund to good use with a new vehicle. We have the area's best selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Plus, our Fresh Start program can get you approved regardless of your credit situation. Put the fun back in your refund at Cunis Honda in Quincy on North 36th Street.
And the fun is here as well. They may have fun over there with your refund. But it's been a fun quarter here. Blazers are up 46-42. We had the 4-point play by Katie Flynn. Got fouled at the top of the key and connected on the free throw. That gave the Lady Blazers a 1-point lead with 1:29 left. And the three-pointer by Grace Dieter. She's got 3 in the ball game. The other 2 came from the left wing in the first half. This one top of the key and the bank. Sponsored by a bank if we had one. ICC. Webb back to the top of the key. Swadinski. Didn't have anywhere to go, passed up the shot. It goes down to the block. Double team and a double dribble. The double team with Flynn and Dieters. And it freaked her out for a second. Coleman put the ball down a second time and quickly substitution. And that brings back Savannah Orgeron. 1 minute left, third quarter action. Blazers have the ball in a 4-point lead. Katie Flynn comes around the top to Dupree. Dupree back to Flynn. Flynn had a screen there from Doran. Now she starts to take the drive all the way to the hole. Left hand, good. Katie Flynn having a quarter here. 9-point run and a 6-point lead inside a minute in the third. Dupree has Webb. Webb gets down in the short corner. Oh, and then Webb gets Dupree, but Dupree blocks the shot. From the side, surprised she didn't get called. Dupree now in transition. Fakes, up, off the glass, no good. Wilson with a rebound. And Dupree's getting a little happy there and reached in, and her third foul. Third foul, and we come down here on this end. Should be the bonus if we're still in bonus. I have not followed the college free throws like high school this year. No, it's 2 shots, so we're doing the same thing. Paris Wilson will come down and she'll shoot 2. My apologies for not following the girls' rules with the 4 quarters. I did know. I wasn't sure if the free throws followed the high school basketball. That just stopped the 9-point run by the Lady Blazers. Wilson hits the first. She's got 1 more. Blazers lead by 5. And Wilson connects on 2. Still, John Wood with a 4-point lead. And the basketball with 28.6 left. DeSutter tried to take the ball out of bounds. Fans down in the corner here letting her know about it. Flynn with the basketball. Shot clock is off. Dupree has it, top of the key. Works against Wilson. Doran flags up to the high post to set a screen. Sends it over to Flynn, quickly back to Dupree. Dupree starts to make the drive. Oh, ball was tipped out there. Oh, and between Dupree and Flynn, neither one knew which one was going to get it. And Webb picked it up for ICC. Ball is on the floor. DeSutter, the runner from the baseline. No good. And so the Lady Blazers dodge a bullet at the end of the third quarter, but they take the lead back over after 3 quarters. It's your John Wood Community College Lady Blazers 48 and the ICC Lady Cougars 44. And, of course, this is Blazer basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Without a crowd, it's just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
And there's still some IHSA basketball out as we've got the men's, the boys. They're on Thursday and Friday. Thursday 1A and 2A starting at 9:30 in the morning. 1A plays the first 2 games. 2A plays the afternoon games. Third place games of both at night. Then on Friday, 3A and 4A. And the same scenarios as far as the third place games. Then on Saturday, all 4 championship games from the University of Illinois State Farm Center. Assembly Hall, as we all know it. Last 10 minutes of this ball game, 48-44 in the last. Lady Blazers with a lead by 4. ICC gets the basketball to start it off. Wilson, DeSuter, Swedinsky, Orgeron, and a backdoor cut. Oh, my goodness. Swedinsky with the backdoor cut. She got the basket. She also got the foul. Blair F. Tank with a little bit of a push. More importantly, Swedinsky, that shot just barely got over the iron, but it got over enough. Her free throw is good. So it's a 1-point game. Blazers still lead 48-47. Blazers have Flynn, Dupree, Dieters, F-Tank, and Pullman. Excuse me, I couldn't see her double zeros down there. Dieters starts to drive left to Flynn. Flynn on the wing, back to Dupree at the top. A step back 3. Dupree, shot no good. Tipped around, Swedinsky comes away with it for ICC. ICC looking to take the lead. Webb with the basketball. Crossover, takes it down to the corner. DeSutter tries to make a cut. She'll throw it back down to Orgeron. Good job there by Blair F-Tank with a steal. Ball was tipped out though, and Webb got it. Then F-Tank had to come down and foul on the baseline. When she recovered, it's her second foul. And ICC will go back to the line. Good defense there. The ball was tipped out. Nobody picked it up. ICC did. And then Swedinsky was going baseline. By the time Blair got down there, she needed to foul. 2 shots. 9:13 left in this one. First one off the front of the iron, no good. Addie Swedinsky on the night was 1 for 1 before that one. She's got 7 points. She had that and one just a moment ago coming down the left baseline. Next shot, no good. Long rebound, Camilla Zabinski for the Blazers with the rebound. Just checked into the ball game. Into the left corner. Blair F-Tank for 3. Good! F-Tank set up in the left corner. She drills the three-pointer. Blazers up 51-47. Nice time for Blair to hit that shot. Always a nice time for that. Wilson off the right side. F-Tank on her. DeSutter trying to post up inside. Pullman doing a good job. DeSutter misses the shot. And flying down behind was Orgeron. Tips the ball out of bounds. Lady Blazer basketball. Flynn, Dupree, Zabinski, F-Tank, and Pullman for the Lady Blazers. Still on the other side, Webb, Wilson, Swadinsky, Orgeron, and DeSuter. In transition, into the half-court set. Flynn on the right side, being guarded by Webb. Brings it out to the middle. She bounce passes it to Blair F-Tank, starting to make a drive. Zabinski makes a cut. Zabinski up and under. The shot no good. DeSutter gets the rebound after playing D. In transition, left side Webb. Webb using that arm to push off a little bit. Back out. Three-pointer no good. Swadinsky missed it, but the weak side rebound. ICC gets another one. Left baseline shot, no good. Dupree gets this rebound and off and running. Jada gets ahead of the traffic. Off the glass, count it! And she's fouled. Jada Dupree outran the post, and that was Orgeron. Kept outrunning Webb. Webb commits her first foul of the ball game. And Dupree will have the chance at the and one. Jada just picked up the gears. Went strong off the glass and the score. Doran comes back into the ball game. McKenzie will come back behind half court. 7:57 left in this one. Dupree's shot is good. So Jada Dupree connects on the 3. She missed one of those in the first quarter. And the Blazers have a 7-point lead, 54-47. Right side, Swadinsky. Check that. She's been out. Nope, that is Swadinsky. Back to the top of the key. Wilson will take a 3, and she nails it. Paris Wilson was left open at the top. She's a scorer, folks. 54-50. Blazers still with the lead. Dieters to the left side to Dupree. Dupree comes around a screen. Bodies are flying down. That was Wilson hitting the floor. Dieters now driving to the hole, kicks it out in the left corner. Zabinski's out there. Good! Dieters gets the assist. Zabinski hits the shot from the left corner. She's had 2 from down there. F-Tank had the other one, 57-50. Lady Blazers. Here's the blue and gold of the Cougars. Left side, Swedinsky. And inside, Flynn is working so hard. She's going to commit her second foul, only the first of this half for her. Out of bounds will be on the baseline. Webb will have it. Right in front of her is Wilson, then 3 across the free throw line. And they bounce it in, and nobody made the cut. Zabinski gets it for the Blazers out to Dupree. Dupree off the glass, no good. Zabinski fights for it. And coming away is Swadinsky. Boy, those two together. Luckily, they're not on the same team, the Ski Twins. Swadinsky picked the ball up, didn't know what to do with it. It'll go into the high post. The Sutter was just backing up, and she wasn't seeing where she was at. Camilla Zabinski with a steal. Camilla drives down, up, under, good! Camilla Zabinski with a score. And a timeout, full timeout taken by the Cougars as the Blazers build a 59-50 lead in this one. Good job, Lady Blazers. Started off the quarter up 48-44. Gave the 3-point, the and one, to ICC. Made it a 1-point game. Blazers ran off 6 in a row. And, of course, that was including the and one. And then hit a 3-pointer and then a 2. And from that left corner, Zabinski's hit a couple. She's got 2 out there. And also Blair F-Tank hit one in that corner as well. Need to double check there. I've been putting my scores in the wrong quarter there. Make my adjustments here. Blazers up 59-50. Stick around in the post game. We'll have the chance to talk to Coach Bogle, Lauren Bogle, in her first year out here. She was here as assistant under Norm Rodriguez. Norm, of course, was here 23 years. Did such a great job out there. Cougars basketball. Blazers with the lead, 59-50. 6.5 left in this ball game. Jeff Wellman with you here with Lady Blazer basketball. Zabinski on the left side. Into the high post. Turnaround shot, no good. Weak side getting smacked in the head was Flynn. Rebound inside, Cougars. Cougars get the putback, and nobody stopped her. That was Naomi Elliott with the bucket. Blazers are getting beat pretty bad on the board tonight, and it's just simple screen out. Some balls are just falling that way. Dieters starts to drive down the lane to Redgate. Pops it out to Zabinski. She was in the left corner but didn't have the shot. Dupree at the top. She'll take the shot. Good! Jada Dupree hits from the top of the key. And that was Rhyme, by the way. 10-point lead by the Blazers. Inside 6 minutes. 62-52. Redgate at the top. We'll go right side to Paris Wilson. Quickly, Dieters gets out on her. Lobbed inside to Redgate. Oh, it was a double team, and the ball just got tipped just enough that it popped right up, and Redgate with a good move to the basket. She's a good-looking ball player out there, especially in the post. Dupree drives, kicks out to the right side. Zabinski saves it, then fires from the right wing. No good. Inside rebound. And a one-dribble, too, by the Cougars was in trouble in the backcourt. That was Orgeron. Right side shot for, good shot there. Redgate hits another basket. She feels it. 4 straight points by the Cougars. Dupree on the other end. Through 3 of the Cougars all the way to the basket. And Jada Dupree showing some ball handling. And again, as we always mention, if they don't stop, you keep going. Dupree does. 8-point lead by the Blazers. Wilson has it left side to Elliott. Elliott looked inside. It wasn't there. Orgeron was looking. And Orgeron, that's a good call. I was looking right at it. Flynn's playing behind. Orgeron just cleared her out. And the officials both caught it. For Savannah Orgeron, it's only her first foul. Very physical player, good player. She commits the foul. Blazers get the ball back with 4:42. Blair F-Tank back in the ball game. F-Tank, Dupree, Zabinski, Flynn, and Pullman for the Lady Blazers. For Lauren Bogle's team. In the half-court set, Dupree. Again, it's a 30-second shot clock, so you can kill some of the clock in the game, but you really can't kill too much. A little pull-up. Dupree with a little running, kick the knee up, pull-up shot from about 8 feet. 66-56. Inside, Redgate turns into traffic. Flynn was there, and last touch of the ball was Webb. I don't think Redgate realized she was wide open, and Flynn, she turned back into her, missed the shot, ball goes out of bounds, Blazer basketball. Across the timeline, Dupree. After this ball game, we'll have Coach Bogle come out and give us the post game, and as soon as that's done, we're going to get off the air, take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back on. Left corner, good! Blair F. Tank from the left corner drills another three-pointer. Blazers 69-56. Opening it up from outside. From the left side, Webb's three is no good. Camelia Zabinski for John Wood. Bogle says, come on, bring it up. In the left corner, we're going to take another three-pointer. Good! Blair F. Tank for her third three from the left corner. It's 72-56. Blazers by 16 points. Wow. Good stuff, folks. Blazers in the second half in the third quarter hit 4 threes. In the fourth quarter, 4 more. 8 threes in this half to go with the 2 in the first. 10 three-pointers. 72-56. 3:36 now. And again, the key here is obviously to play good D. Try to burn as much clock on your defensive as you can. And on the offense, you still want to stay in your zone. I don't know that you'd tell the Lady Blazers to do anything but take the ball to the hole. I mean, they have driven hard. When the defenses come, they've kicked it out to a 3. They've done everything you can do, so why hold the basketball? Sometimes teams try to take the air out of the basketball, and the one thing they do is they get out of their offense or out of their rhythm, and they end up throwing the ball away. So sometimes, and especially with a 30-second shot clock, something I loved. Of course, I coached at Quincy College back in 86, 87, 87, 88. 30-second shot clock was my friend. We like to get the ball up and down the court, and we hit 100 a few times there, folks. It was some fun stuff out there. Thank you to all those Lady Hawks that played for me. Good stuff. 3:36 left in this one, 72-56. ICC with the basketball, and they're rushing it here. A step back there, almost a travel, no good. Ball was out, and Webb picks it back up out in front. To the right corner, McDuffie, her three is no good. Ball is tipped around, ICC gets it again. Webb, Dupree tips it, and Dupree's going to get called before she gets the jump ball. Jade is going to commit her 4th foul, so Jada needs to watch. She has 4. 3 by Pullman, and that's it for foul trouble for John Wood. Biggest key with Pullman is, or for Jada, we do not want her foul now. We got 3:22 left. Grace Dieters is going to come in and make sure of that, at least for a minute or two. Good job by Coach, giving her a quick break. So Dieters is in there with F. Tank, Pullman, Flynn, and Zabinski for John Wood. Here's McDuffie for ICC at the top. Tries to get around the screen, does, goes all the way to the hole. Help was there for Pullman, but she was too late. Flynn committed the foul, though, on the drive. For Flynn, it's her 3rd. Pullman would have been her 4th, so it's actually better that it was on Flynn. McDuffie heads to the line. She has not scored yet tonight. She was the starting guard. Does a good job out there on defense and controls the team, but she has not been in the scoring column yet tonight. Now she is. She pretty well knew that one. And that stops the 10-point run by the Lady Blazers. 3:16 left in this one. Second one's up. Is good. McDuffie gets both of them. Ima on the shot there. 72-58. Blazers by 14. Get it into the front court. Left side, Blair F. Tank to the top. Pullman starts to make a drive, does a crossover. Pullman steps in, steps under, misses the shot. Tracking it down is Redgate for ICC. 3 minutes left in this one. Here comes Webb across the timeline for Illinois College. Illinois Central. Flashes it inside. Redgate was in there. Oh, and a block shot there inside by Pullman. Dieters has it for John Wood. Long pass down court. Inside Flynn. Flynn gets fouled, and Flynn tried to get up on the glass. Got cut off, and thank goodness. Redgate, Elena Redgate, her first foul. I tell you, she's a very good player, as physical as she is, too. Flynn gets to go to the line to shoot 2. Katie's first one off the right side, has one more with 2:45 left in this one. 72-58, winner of this game. Plays at 2 o'clock on Saturday at Lincoln Land against Parkland, the number 1 seed. And Flynn hits the second one. 1 for 2 for Katie. 73-58, 15-point lead. Webb fires from long range. Good. Webb was deep. She hit one in the second quarter. Drills this one, makes it a 12-point game. Ball's on the floor. Zabinski needs some help. We've got a jump ball, and I believe it may go back to the Blazers. So with 2:24 left, 12-point lead, 73-61. All right, they're checking here. I thought maybe after the last jump ball, but I kind of missed how many jump balls we had. So Flynn will trigger it. No one's questioning it, so 2:30 left on the clock, 23 left on the shot clock. Flynn to trigger it in. Screen's going. Pullman spins out into the front court. Pullman gets the ball back out to Dieters. Dieters going to bring it back out high. Zabinski has it along with Dieters out around the arc. Dieters starts to drive out to Pullman on the left side. Ball's tipped from behind, but Flynn grabs it. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Back to the top. Blair, F-Tank, misses the three. Good look, though, from the top. Nothing wrong with that. Ball hits the floor by Redgate. Good steal there. Dieters was making an attempt. In transition. Webb on the left wing. Webb drives through everybody. Misses the shot. Puts it up on the glass. Doesn't. Nobody touches it. And she gets her own rebound on the weak side. 73-63. Blazers. Inside 2 minutes. Coach Bogle wants a 30-second timeout to talk about the last 147. It's John Wood 73, ICC 63. Blazers had a 15-point lead, 73-58, until giving up that three-pointer, followed by the bucket. Three-pointer, of course, by Webb. And on the other side, checking out three-pointers. First half, we were tied 2-2. ICC had 2 as well. Third quarter, ICC didn't make any. And the fourth quarter, they've made 2, so they've gotten 4 compared to the Blazers, 8 in the second half. Lighten them up. 3 by F-Tank, 2 by Zabinski. Good stuff. Pullman hit 1, 2, and then Katie Flynn with the 4-point play. 1:47 left, 10-point lead. Flynn's going to trigger it on this side. Gets it into Dupree, who just checked back in with 4 fouls. McDuffie on her. Dupree starts to make a drive. McDuffie commits a foul, and it's her 4th foul. I'm not sure if she meant to do that. They've got to get to so many fouls before they can put the Blazers on the line. So 4 fouls out there on McDuffie, 4 also on Dupree. Dupree gets the ball. She's working against McDuffie. Crossover dribble, uses Pullman for the screen. Backs it out. She's got a double team on her now. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Left side, Dieters. Dieters starts to make a drive. Dieters gets popped at the top there by Redgate. Goes all the way in and scores, but we're not going to count it. Redgate, her 2nd foul. And we're into the bonus time for Dieters then. Dieters to shoot 2, so they have followed the National Federation rules. And it might have been, first of all, the women's college may have drawn that rule up first, actually, that the high school now are taking up. Dieters has 2. First one is good. Grace has 3 trays on the night, 2 in the second quarter, 1 in the third quarter. She's got 1 more with 1:31 left. Substitution on the side. Doran's waiting to go in. Second one is good, so you get to stop the clock there. Dieters now with 11 points on the night. Zabinski goes out, so Flynn, Doran for rebounding, Pullman, Dupree, and Dieters. 1:30 left. Here comes McDuffie for ICC. To the right side. Almost lost the ball. Redgate gets it high post. Back out. McDuffie's 3, no good. Rebound inside was tipped by Pullman, given by Dupree. Here comes Dupree. Down under the basket. Give Dupree the assist. Give Flynn the basket. She was the trailer. Came down the right side when Dupree went down the left side. And a dribble off the foot. It was Webb dribbling it off the foot, so with 1:08 left, Blazers have the basketball back. Full court pressure by ICC. Substitution now. Wilson's coming back into the game. Paris Wilson, good ball player, number 10. Also number 25, Janelle Coleman. Zabinski comes back in for the Blazers. Dieters is going to trigger it in. Also Swadinski back in for ICC. Grace Dieter's the trigger right in front of the cheerleaders. Gets it inside to Flynn. Flynn in the corner, brings it across the timeline. She's got somebody in her back pocket. Luckily gets it out to Pullman, who had to track it down. Pullman to Dieters, back to Flynn. Katie starts to make a drive. She's going to back it out. Dupree gets it. Dupree's going to make a drive. Nobody's going to stop her, but another made basket. But we had a foul out at about 15 feet. Addie Swadinsky, her second foul. So to the line, Jada Dupree. Dupree to shoot 2. Orgeron checks back into the ball game for ICC. 2 shots. They also bring in another one, number 3. That's Tutt. She came in late in the first. Wilson will go down the low block. She's down the low block with Orgeron. Swadinsky in there in the lane as well. Dupree's free throw, good. Jada connects on the first one. We'll have one more. 51.8 seconds left in this one. Next one up, no good. Pullman behind, gets the rebound. Pullman goes in strong, has her shot blocked but tracks it down. Pullman kicks it out, and the Blazers bring it back out. Around the perimeter, Dupree on the right side. Tutt on her. Dupree will bring it back out, 10 on the shot clock. Dupree starts to drive, kicks it back out. Pullman's going to take a 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebound inside. Dupree gets it, puts it back up. Dupree stepped down with the ball, bounced on the baseline. And the Blazers have run off 7 straight points, lead by 17. 3-pointer no good. Webb comes up, air ball. 19.9 seconds left. Lady Blazers will be playing Saturday at Lincoln Land at 2 o'clock against Parkland, the number 1 seed. In the backcourt, Flynn gets it across to Pullman. Pullman brings it into the front court, and it's time to just dribble this one out. Lady Blazers pick up the victory. What a good one here. Down to 3 seconds left. And there's your final buzzer. The Lady Blazers run off the last 7 points of the ball game and win this one 80-63. Advanced up against Parkland on Saturday at Lincoln Land. Great game out here from the Blazers. Boy, talk about a ball game here. Blazers picked it up in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. As after one quarter, the Blazers were down 14-9. At halftime, down 4, 27-23. Third quarter had gained the lead of 4, 48-44, and went on with a victory, 80-63. Some impressive stuff in there, and they even fought back the third quarter 9-point run by ICC. Added their own runs along the way, and I tell you, the land of 3, the Lady Blazers were lighting them up in this one. All second half action on that one. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the scoring here. We'll also hopefully get Coach up here. She won't have the Brad Hoyt disease where he forgets to come on up during halftime and talk. But the victory here by the Lady Blazers will advance to the next level, and that'll be the semifinals played at Lincoln Land at 2 o'clock against Parkland, the number 1 seed, on Saturday. Blazers win this one 80-63. You've been listening to Lady Blazer basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Jiffy Stops, Take and Bake Pizza, cheese and pepperoni with self-rising crust for $7.99, but only $4.99 with the Fast Rewards card. The Fast Rewards card gives you the in on all the great promos offered each week. The Jiffy Stop Take and Bake Pizza can be found at 28th and Broadway and 24th at State in Quincy, and also Barry, Pittsfield, Griggsville, Pleasant Hill, and Jacksonville. Plus, Pleasant Hill and Jacksonville locations still have hot and ready pizzas by the slice or the whole pizza. Use your Fast Rewards card today at your favorite Jiffy Stop.
We're putting the fun back in refund here at Cunis Honda in Quincy. It's that time of year to put your tax refund to good use with a new vehicle. We have the area's best selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Plus, our Fresh Start program can get you approved regardless of your credit situation. Put the fun back in your refund at Cunis Honda of Quincy on North 36th Street.
Speaking of the fun, a lot of fun here at the John Wood Community College Student Activity Center. as the Lady Blazers punch their ticket to the next game. Next up, it's the Blazers against the Warriors from Ren Lake. Thank you, Deuce. Appreciate that.
I'll get you Lauren.
Excellent. And, of course, I love it. Deuce said, I will get you Lauren for this. So she will be coming up here for the post-game show. And then once we're done, we will check out, take a quick break, then come back on. And that way we also don't get these two games combined. If you were out there watching Notre Dame to start the season off, the McClure game you can't find against Notre Dame because it's in the back end of the girls' game. We never took a break. Coach Pett and I just kept on talking, if you can believe that. Final score here, 80-63. Let's break down the scoring. 21 for Jada Dupree leads the way for the John Wood Trailblazers. 16 from Katie Flynn. 10 from Camelia Zabisky. But check that, Grace Dieters had 11 off the bench. 9 points out of Blair F. Tank. That's those 3 threes. 9 points also Alexis Pullman. 2 from Amber Durst and 2 from Maddie Doran. So that means everybody in the Blazer lineup scored tonight in that 80 points. We mentioned at halftime, down on rebounds, 32-16. The Blazers did get 17 rebounds in the second and still gave up 24 on the other side, but some of those were in quick barrages, 1, 2, and 3 on the same possession. Now let's twist it up here on the other side for ICC, who finishes 18-13, 8-6, of course, in the conference, but it's 18-13 as the Blazers improved to 17-12. Leading the way, it was Paris Wilson. She had 17 points, 14 out of Elena Redgate. She came off the bench, strong player. Maya Webb had 10. Then we get into single digits, 7 points from Addie Swadinski, 6 points from Cora DeSutter, 6 points from Naomi Elliott. After that, it's a 2-pointer there by Imari McDuffie and 1 by Savannah Orgeron. That's a key there, keeping her to 1 point. She did have 8 rebounds as her, Swadinski, and DeSutter had 7 apiece. Actually, Wilson had 7 too. So 4 players with 7 or more rebounds from ICC, but they end up short on the scoreboard with only 63 here. Also in the game was Janelle Coleman. She did not score, and also Tutt did not score as well. For the game, total field goal percent, Blazers got it back to 40%. From the land of 3, 37.9. That was crucial out there with that 37.9. That's what we let their Coach Bogle there. Give her time to get the headsets on and make sure I turn the – it always is good when I turn the headphones on. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
And
can you hear me?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Can you hear me? That was that great line from the cell phone companies that made a lot of money. Can you hear me now? I'm going to tell you what a ball game.
Whew.
First half, we got down early, all right? They stayed tough on there. At the first half, even down, one stat that I noticed, and it didn't improve much in the second half, but rebounds. We were getting out-rebounded 32-16. What'd you tell the girls at halftime?
They don't get more than 8. Their 40 is their max. That's also ours, is we're supposed to get 40. So I just let them know, like, hey, they're punking you down there. We're tougher. We prepared for this. We just played them on Saturday. Like, it's nothing new. Get a box out, hold it, secure that board. We'll get the fouls if there's there.
Some of those boards were 1, 2, 3 in a row, and they were just bad bounces to the opposite side. You can't do some. Some were, we didn't screen out, and, of course, you'll see those on film. We'll be talking about those at the next practice, I know.
Yes.
Now, balance and scoring, though, was awesome tonight. Obviously, Dupree had to sit late in the ballgame with 4 fouls, but you had balance throughout, and I think between Dupree and Flynn setting up the offense out there, and then we got hot from the land of 3. You brought Blair in. She hit 3.
Ooh.
You had Grace out there hitting them and even banking one from the top.
That's what she
I
does.
think we had 8 threes in the second half, maybe 10. Pretty impressive stuff. And once we got on a roll, momentum was going.
Yeah. And we've been big on confidence. We knew that Katie and Jada, they draw a lot of attention. So those other girls, it gives them plenty of time for the opportunity to step up and score themselves. And we've been big on that confidence, short-term memory, just being ready to catch and shoot. The next one's good, no matter if it isn't, or, And so they all did that. They all stepped up. And Blair, big time, not playing in the first half, coming in, doing what she does best. That
was a hot spot in that corner after Zabinski hit 2, and then she hit a couple from there as well. I'd have set 3 girls down there from ICC and said, you can score anywhere from this corner.
Yeah, actually, they all love that corner. I'm not big on the side basket shot. So for majority of the team to like that shot, I think is huge because – you get it a lot of times, and being able to knock it down is great.
I thought the Lady Blazers defense was awesome out there. We really put a lot of pressure. Orgeron got, I think, 1 point. She might have got 7 or 8 rebounds, but she's strong in her. Now, Wilson early got some points, but we stopped her as well. And then McDuffie late in the game, for the guard who kind of just controls everything, she's not a scorer. So we really kind of took her out of her game.
And that was the matchups. We knew we had to shut down 40 and 21, keep them off the rebound or off the boards, off the 3 line. The rest were just helping in. If they hit a shot, we weren't going to freak out, and that's what happened. A couple girls hit some that don't normally, but we didn't stray away from that. We stuck with the game plan, and that was heavy help, closeouts ready for drive, and so the defense was the key to get our offense going.
And I forgot about that. You had Cora DeSutter, 6 points. That's the girl that scores a lot in there.
Yeah,
she
did
did
15 last time, so we did much better holding her. Again, controlling 21 as well. Again, we're not mad that the other girls scored. We wanted it to be that way.
As long as you finish up on the top at the end. And like I said, the end of this ball game got exciting. The fans got into it. The momentum got into it. And it carries us on to the semifinal game on Saturday against Parkland, our number 1 seed.
Yes.
Very good ball team?
Yes, very, very good. Very disciplined. They've always been the top, so they're composed. But we're dogs, and we're ready to come for them. And the best thing about my team is we can mix and match our defensive matchups, and a lot of teams can't. So being able to take control of that and use that to our advantage.
And by the way, you spent defense. Amber did a good job inside early, too, and I thought she took a charge on that second one.
Yeah.
That was sweet. She really got beyond the first and was there in set. And when they didn't call it, I thought, oh, gosh, she worked so hard, especially when people work hard on defense.
Yes, and that's what we're proud of. I told her last game, you've got to be a threat. You've got to be inside. You've got to be in those situations. I'm not mad at the fouls. I'm not mad at anything she did. She came in and made her minutes worth it.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. I love to have you up here after a big victory like that.
Me too.
And
Thank
good
you.
luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it.
All right, and that's Lauren Bogle. She's the head coach, and she's happy today as the Blazers move on to the next round. The semifinals on Saturday. Good luck to the Lady Blazers in that one. And with that, we're going to close out the post-game show here, powered by Cunis Honda and Cunis Hyundai. And her comments were also powered by the guys at Honda and Hyundai, and the gals as well. We'll take a break, get a breath here, drink a little Mountain Dew, and we'll pick up the men. It's the Trailblazers against the Warriors from Ren Lake. That game comes up next right here on Mecca Sports Co. And I'm going to say for Coach Pettit, but he's not here. For myself, I'm wrapping this thing up on the girls' game as the Lady Blazers pull out a great victory here, 80-63 against Illinois Central with the sweep all 3 games this season. They will play number 1 Parkland at 2 o'clock at Lincoln Land on Saturday. It's been fun. Stick around, folks. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll be right back here. Final 80-63. It's Lady Blazer basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.